What is up, Spartans? Batman here to give you the latest news from the Halo universe, and today we're looking at the most recent Canon fodder from 343. Let's jump in. Kicking it off, it looks like they are announcing the next Halo book called Halo, the Rubicon Protocol. And what it says about this is it's going to be penned by Kelly Gay. In her last novel, in quotations it says, "In her last novel, Halo Point of Light, Kelly made a pit stop onto the surface of Zeta Halo while on a galactic gallivanting tour with our favorite Mariner-class spacecraft and its daring denizens. This time, our popular pen pal is heading back to Installation 07, but on a very different mission and with a very different cast of characters. I will be putting all the images that we have here from this week's Canon fodder on there. The cover of the Rubicon Protocol is absolutely stunning. It is gorgeous. I'm going to be actually making it the thumbnail of the episode because I just absolutely love it. I think it's a gorgeous cover. What it also says is, as you may have been piecing together throughout previous trailers and information drops, Halo Infinite's campaign begins roughly 6 months after UNSC forces were ambushed at Zeta Halo. During that time, the UNSC has been mounting a resistance on the shorn fragment of the ring, desperately trying to hold out long enough for hope to arrive. In Halo, the Rubicon Protocol, you'll get a unique glimpse of humanity's struggle to survive amidst a growing banished occupation that takes place in that period. And it says, to be clear, this adventure stands on its own. But if you find yourself enjoying and eager to learn more about some of the scattered stories you might encounter while playing the game, then Halo the Rubicon Protocol will be right up your alley when it drops next March." It looks like the cover art was done by the talented William Pixel Flare Cameron. And again, it is absolutely gorgeous. Probably one of the best covers I've seen for a Halo book. And recently they launched Season 7 of the Master Chief Collection, which focuses primarily on the Sangeli customization items. One of the things that they introduced as well was to celebrate the upcoming Halo Infinite, they provided the Mark 7 helmet keystone into Halo 4 within the MCC. You go ahead and claim it, and then you automatically have it, which again, I think, as I've said in a previous episode, I think is great. The Keystone helmet looks amazing, and also I think it's just wonderful that they're trying to incorporate some Infinite items into the MCC as well. One of the descriptions that they have for the Keystone Armor helmet is it says, "The Keystone Enhancement Suite represents a materials group evolutionary design study that when combined elements developed on earlier Mark 7 iterations, such as the example worn by Spartan Naomi 010, as well as the Gen 2 Decimator Suite, among others, eventually formed the basis of the Mark 7 in Mjolnir's third development generation." And you can pick this up for free at the exchange in-game for Master Chief Collection. Next up, they talk about some of the different helmets that they are introducing or bringing back for Halo Infinite. First up is the Anubis. It's a Gen 3 armor. It says manufacturer is Lethbridge Industrial. The description reads, "The Anubis is unusual in that its structural frame and core electronics are grown inside Sangeli assembly forges, though final assembly and integration uses traditional fabrication techniques." Next up, we have the Mark 5 Zeta. It's a Gen 3 as well. Manufacturer Materials Group. The description reads, "Spartans assigned to ONI's Xenomaterials Exploitation Group on Installation 07 found that their upgraded Mark 5's mix of high threat response and surveillance interlinks were ideal for the ring's peculiar operating environment." Then we go to the Cavallino. Manufacturer Emerson Tactical Systems. The description is, "The Cavallino expands Emerson's offerings with Mjolnir platform helmets, tailored for the needs of fireteam leaders, trainers, and combat observers." And then we have a returning one of my favorites from Halo Reach is the Grenadier. It's a Gen 1 Manufacturers Materials Group, and the description reads as, "Grenadier helmets are officially categorized as prototypes, as NavSpec War wrestles with the overwhelming cost of its lightweight armored composite shell." Next up, they talk about the next upcoming Halo novel, Halo Divine Wind. It'll be written by Troy Denning, and its synopsis reads as, "October 2559. With the galaxy in a suffocating grip of a renegade artificial intelligence, another perilous threat has quietly emerged from the shadows. The Keepers of the One Freedom, a fanatical and merciless Covenant splinter group, has made its way beyond the borders of the galaxy to an ancient Forerunner installation known as the Ark. Led by an infamous brute named Castor, the Keepers intend to achieve what the Covenant in all its might failed to do: activate Halo and take the last steps on the path of the great journey into transcendence. But unknown to Castor and his new unexpected ally on the Ark, there are traitors to the cause in their midst. Namely, the Ferrets, composed of Oni intelligence operative Vita Lopez and her young team of Spartan 3s, who have been infiltrating the Keepers to lay the groundwork for Castor's assassination. But with Oni's field operations now splintered and cut off by the Guardian threat, Vita's original mission has suddenly and dramatically escalated in scope. There's simply no choice or fallback plan. Either the Ferrets somehow stop the Keepers, or the galaxy faces an extinction-level event. And they have the cover on here as well, which also looks gorgeous. Halo Divine Wind is slated to hit store shelves on October 19th. And then the last thing they mentioned, and this is something that I've talked about in one of my previous episodes, was that it's Spartan Lorette Agrina is how you say her name. And that's all we have for today. If you enjoyed this video or podcast, please like and subscribe. Thank you for listening to TST Gaming, and until next time, just play.